Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video of question paper analysis. If you have seen my earlier videos, I am doing the question paper analysis of Forest Ranger question paper 2023. And I am into the fifth question of that said question paper, and I am into the salient features of the Indian Constitution, as that particular question number 5 relates to the Indian Constitution. So what are the salient features? I have already completed. So Indian Constitution is regarded as one of the largest written constitution of the world. Number two, it is borrowed from other constitution. It is a ransacking of constitution which were available at that particular time. It is neither a rigid constitution as like American ones, and it is not flexible as like Britain one. And the fourth was federal system of government. What is federal system of government? Our system is a quasi-federal. That means there is a division of power, and some moments or incidents there is a unitary nature also. Now in this class, I'm going to present you the parliamentary system of government. Let's begin. Now write it down: parliamentary system. Parliamentary system. Now, what do you mean by parliamentary system? Parliamentary system is a form of governance derived from the authority of legislature and is accountable to it. It is a standard definition. But what does it mean? The definition says it is a form of governance, means there is government. The authority is with legislature. And which is accountable also, accountable to legislature. Now what does it mean? Government consists of Council of Ministers. Let's take this example as an Indian Constitution so you can relate it better. The Indian Constitution, the government consists of PM Modi, Prime Minister, number one, and number two is Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers means Home Minister Amit Shah, Finance Ministers, Education Ministers, etc. Now government, the members of this Prime Minister and Council Ministers are part of the legislatures. They are the MLAs. And they are accountable. How they are accountable? They face question. The Council of Ministers face question from the legislature or other MLAs in the parliament. Now, what is Parliament? Parliament comprises of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now, let's give an example of the accountability, how they are accountable, how the government, PM Modi or Council of Ministers are accountable to legislatures. Recently, there was an incident where Rajiv Chadda, the MLA of Aam Aadmi Party, asked questions in the government, to the government, that why the samosas and chai are selling in a costly price in the airport. In the airport, if you go to the airport, the samosa cost around 300 to 350 rupees. And if you ask for tea, that will be 100 rupees. So when this question is presented to the government, later on the government took an initiative. They initiative and form a Udan Yatri Cafe. Now if you go to the airport next time, search for Udan Yatri Cafe, where the samosas will be 20 rupees only, and tea will be 10 rupees. That's how every part of the MLAs will present the difficulties what they are facing in that particular area. As because the MLAs, the numbers which are 543, which are elected by us in the Lok Sabha, in the elections. Now, this is all about the parliamentary system, where the government is questionable or answerable to the legislature. Now, next point is which article? Which article the parliamentary system is given? Article 74 and Article 75 for the central government. The parliamentary system of government is mentioned, and in state level it is 163 and 164. The state level where the parliamentary system is mentioned in this article in the state level. Now next, let's learn about the presidential form of government. When you learn about the parliamentary and presidentially, the difference between will clear. Now when we go to the presidential form of government, where there is no such division of powers, or the legislature cannot ask question to the president. He is the head of the country. Head of the country. For example, recently Donald Trump of American president is saying everything. He is blabbering everything. One there will be ceasefire, there will be no ceasefire. Within 2 days, Iran will be finished. These all decisions are taken by the president himself. The legislature of the America cannot do anything, cannot ask question. By the way, the legislature of the USA is known as Congress. When you say Congress in Indian term, it is a political party, Indian National Congress. But when you refer to Congress in the USA, then it is legislature. What is parliamentary system, which I have already mentioned. Now, what are the names the parliamentary system is known by? Again, write parliamentary system. Parliamentary system. Now, it is known as a cabinet system. Cabinet government. Cabinet government. Why? Why it is known as cabinet government? Because it consists of ministers, council of ministers, and the prime ministers. And prime minister head of all ministers. One confusion leads to everyone that is prime minister is better than all the council of ministers. No, all the councillors of ministers have same payment, same salaries, same facilities. It's just the Prime Minister is the leader of that Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers. Again, second point is the responsible government. Responsible government. Why responsible government? You have to answer the questions which are presented to you by every MLAs which are elected by us. In every 5 years, the election of Lok Sabha happens. Last year it was 2024 and next year 2029. We elect our member of parliament in the Lok Sabha and they ask question on behalf of us. So they are responsible, indirectly they are responsible to us. Next is Westminster, sorry. It should be Westminster. Westminster government. What do you mean by Westminster government? It means Westminster government, it has been adopted from the West. It has been adopted from Britain government, Britain constitution. So it is known as Westminster government. This is very important for the exam perspective. Which system of government is known as Westminster government? The answer will be parliamentary system. Now these other points, examples of the parliamentary system. Britain, as I mentioned. Next is our Japan, Canada, and India. Now next come is to the salient features of the parliamentary system. What are the salient features? There are some features of parliament system. First is nominal and real executive. Nominal and real executive. Now what is nominal? Nominal is head of the state. Head of the state. Now in India, who is the head of the state? It is President. President Draupadi Murmu. Who is known as titular? Titular head. Or it is also known as de jure head. It means in parliamentary system, the head of the state, that is president, do not possess any power. They do not have any capacity to make decisions. All the decisions are made by the real executive. Who is the real executive? The real executive is the Prime Minister, PM, along with the Council of Ministers. Along with Council of Ministers. It is a real executive. Now he is also known as head of the government. Also he is known as the de facto head. So these are the first silent features of the parliamentary system. Parliamentary system has two forms of head. First is just nominal, means nominated one, who doesn't have any power, who cannot do anything without the help or the directions of the prime ministers and along with the council of ministers. And the next is real executive, who runs the government, who runs the India, who runs the any country. That is the prime ministers, which is also known as head of the government. In that part, it is known as head of the state, but this is head of the government. So this is the first feature of the parliamentary system. The next feature is majority party rules. In the Lok Sabha, right, let me write majority party rules. Majority party rules. Now in the Lok Sabha, there are 543 seats. To form any government, you need at least how many seats? 272 seats. Otherwise, you cannot form a government. Now in 2024, elections for the Lok Sabha happened. The amount of seats BJP won is 246. See, the seats required to form a government is 272 seats, but BJP got 240 seats. So BJP did not get the majority of the seats to form a government. What they do coalition government. They will ask other parties to join them to form a government. In this way, they form the NDA government. What is the full form of NDA? Is National Democratic Front Alliance. Sorry, National Democratic Alliance. Now, what a coalition government is made up of? First is Janata Dal, and second is Telugu Desam. So in this way, formation of government takes place. To form any government, you need 272 seats. And when there is unavailability of such party to gain that particular seats, for example, BJP got only 240. So they form a coalition government with 272 seats with Janata Dal and Telugu Desam to form government. So for information purpose, at that particular 2022, Congress won, Congress, Congress party won 99 seats. And they aligned with how many? The opposition, which is known as India. The alliance is known as India. It comprises of 10 political parties. So this is the salient features of the parliamentary system, or the features of the parliamentary system. So every system in the political system, there is merits or demerits. So you have to select which system suits your country according to the geographical dimensions, the diversity you possess, and the amount of people or population living at that particular area or living at that particular place. Now, what are the merits of parliamentary system? First merit is it is a responsible government. Responsible government. They have to see the responsibility. They have to take the responsibility. If there is a scarcity of something, they have to find a solution how to solve that particular problem. Now they are answerable to the legislature or the member of the parliament. Who are the member of parliament? Member of the parliament are individuals which are elected by us. So indirectly the questions which we need to ask are asked by the people who are sitting in the legislature to the government. And the third is wide representations. So there is no qualification representations. There is no qualifications to be a member of parliament. So every spheres of people on the basis without any discrimination of sex, race, caste can enter into the parliament system and they present their point of view and what are the solutions needed to be done to the government. These are the merits. Now, what are demerits? Every system will have demerits. Now, it is an unstable government. Why unstable government? Unstable government means the legislature can pass no confidence motion. What is no confidence motion? See, most of the governments are formed by the coalition government. Suppose in NDA, now Janata Dal and Telugu Desam, Janata Dal and Telugu Desam withdraw from the party of ND, coalition of ND, then what will happen? The majority, the 240 seats gained by the BJP will not 240 seats are gained by the BJP, but the requirement of seats to form a government is 272. They will not fulfill that particular seats, then the government will fall down. So that is unstability present in the parliamentary system. Now next is, so expert are absent. Now when Donald Trump chooses secretary, he can choose anyone. So he has chosen Elon Musk for that particular field. So they are professional in their particular fields. But in demerits in the parliamentary system of the government, the individuals which are holding such position in the council of ministers will not have the knowledge of that particular thing. So that is a demerit. Experts are absent in that particular field. Now it is a slow process. The decision is taken by some members of the Council of Ministers along with Prime Ministers, but the decision in the presidential form is taken by the only one person. They will listen to the particular question, listen to the particular advice, but at the end, the decision will be made by the Donald Trump only in the government. That is the demerits of the parliament system. So that's all for today's video. It's all about salient features of the constitutions, and I have completed yet another parliamentary system salient, which is the salient features of the constitution. Next, I will bring another features of salient features of the constitution. Hope you will join. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.